Hi, this is Kelly with Cultivating a Healing Lifestyle. And this is George. He woke up just as I was going to start this video. Mhm. So we're going to see how it goes with him awake and not in the bedroom this time. We're going to start out by, acknowledging my great hair. It's great today because Tracy DeRosa just cut my hair, did the blowout. If you're in the Tacoma area and you're looking for a hairdresser, call Tracy 253 376 7339. She does a great job. I've been going to her for quite a while. And you only see my hair like this when I have it cut and she does the blowout because I can't do the blowout myself. I have the big round brush, I have the hair dryer, and what happens is I get the big round brush like stuck in my hair and I end up in a corner crying. So I don't even try that anymore. That's why my hair is usually just the way it is. So today it's all good, all sexy and movie. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today we are talking about stress. Now, when you talk about stress, I am not talking about a bear is chasing me through the woods type of stress. I'm talking about the chronic daily stress. Gives you the tight muscles, the tight jaw, the headache, and generally erodes health, healing, and happiness. So the interesting thing about that is most people think that stress is something that happens to them. And in reality, that type of chronic daily stress is how you react to what's going on around you. It's not that the kids are screaming, it's not that the husband forgot to pick up milk on the way home, or the person who cut you off in traffic. It's your reaction to those events. And your reaction to that is mostly on a subconscious level. And this is what in Ho'oponopono is called your filters, or in healing work, it's called your past patterns. So when someone says to you, like you really need to work past those past patterns, this is what they're talking about. You're born into the world as a small little baby sponge, and you don't know how to navigate the world. You don't know how to be in the world. And so you learn from your parents, older siblings, grandparents, and other people how to relate to people, how life is, and how to relate to the world around you. This then is, as I said, programmed so that by the time you are an adult, most of this is totally subconscious. If you have anger issues, which I myself have, it's usually because you have had one or both parents, in my case one, that was relatively angry. I've worked on this a lot and I've gotten better, but I do have a very fast temper and I can go from serene to nonsensical swearing like that. It's not helpful. It doesn't do me any good, and yet that is my reaction pattern. I react just that fast, and I've had to work on that a lot. It's hard. Even knowing that it is your patterns and not the other people, it makes it a little bit easier, but it's still a lot of work. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why am I reacting this way? Women in general, past patterning for them has a lot to do, when it comes to their survival, has to do with relationships. Because let's face it, our mothers, our grandmothers, their mothers and grandmothers, whether they survived and thrived, a lot of times had to do with the relationship they were in. They either married well or they didn't. So women are especially into the patterning through relationship and deeply connected with their survival. So that's something that women in particular have to look at around their survival and relationship patterns. But your reactions, as I said, to everything, whether it's a car cutting in front of you or just a day at the office, are your past patterns that you have to deal with. And the way to deal with them is you have to ask yourself, why? Why am I reacting this way? Someone used to tell me, just let it roll off your back. Just let it roll off your back. Oh, I wish I could. I really do. But that is not me. It sticks to me, it irritates me, and I just lose my mind. So you have to ask yourself, again, why? Why is it? You know, so somebody pulls in front of you in traffic. Why should that ruin your whole entire day? Why should that set the tone for the rest of your day? You know, it shouldn't. So ask yourself why, and then look at who in your family, usually someone older than you, would have had that same reaction. And you can see that pattern in them, in their grandparents, and their grandparents, and so on and so on. So the nice thing about knowing that it is your patterning and knowing you can change it, because it's a learned behavior, and if it's a learned behavior, you can unlearn it. It's just not as easy as saying it. But you can unlearn it, and in unlearning it, you become more of your authentic self and less someone else's reactions. So hopefully you have been, hopefully you watched the first video and you've been doing the relaxation and visualization, because in that state, if you find that there's something particularly bothering you, you can be in that state of relaxation, in that visualization, and you can ask yourself, why? Why am I reacting this way? And what can I do to unlearn this behavior so that I don't react this way in the future? Now, of course, some of the things that you learned are beneficial, and you don't have to unlearn everything. Just the ones that are really causing you stress. I mean, if something is really irritating you, it's eroding, like I said, your health and happiness and healing. So really start asking yourself the question, why? Why am I reacting this way? Why is this irritating me? And why is this such a stress in my life? What can I do to then change it? There's a lot of techniques to help you deal with stress. But until you actually address the main cause, the actual, your reaction to things going on, they're just helping you deal. Once you can actually say, okay, this is causing me a problem because something in me is causing the actual problem. And an example is this. When I feel angry with someone, it is usually because I'm angry with myself. Because that person has said or done something that has lit up a past pattern in myself that says, I'm not adequate enough. I'm not perfect enough. I have a big perfection thing. So then that makes me angry. It makes me angry because I don't want to admit that I'm angry at myself for not being perfect and having this totally unrealistic expectation of myself. So I will be angry at that person. Well, it doesn't really do me any good. So once I look at the fact that actually I'm angry at myself and I can say to that person, I'm really sorry. I reacted that way. I'm not really angry with you. I'm angry at myself, and this is why. Then it's easier to let that go. When you know that you have these patterns, it's easier to let things go. So hopefully you'll be looking at that. And if you have any questions, please contact me through my website, Rowan Healing Arts, which hopefully I can figure out how to put the link in the down bar. I haven't figured that out yet. Or leave a comment here. You can also find me on Facebook, Rowan Healing Arts. So until next time, be blessed, heal, and I'll see you next week. Go out and cultivate that healing lifestyle. Have a great day.